Well, that's another allotment which looks absolutely abandoned. Broken greenhouse, abandoned tools, loads of weeds, unpruned trees turning into a mess. Next to it, exactly the same plot. This one is a nice one, but this part is all covered in weeds, bushes. I don't know what that bush is. I think it's a wild bush. Look at that, two next to each other. No wonder people are disappointed because all the weeds goes into their plots. Look, further down is a very nice plot, but all the weeds are blown by the wind onto other people's plots. So I don't know whether it's two or one allotment. You know, you can land a little helicopter in here. Yet another one next to the road. Absolute wall of bramble bushes. The weeds gone down because it's autumn almost, and look at that, nice little shed. So why on earth you didn't give it to somebody? Looks like people are piling up their own rubbish in here, because it doesn't look like somebody is actually looking after it. Nice. This one is quite a character. It does look like someone is working, but look at that. Wild bushes, rose bushes, some very large, quite invasive bamboo, type of bamboo. Look, it's coming out into the path. Now, this guy, well, I think it's a guy, grows flowers. I don't know, looks like just flowers. But we are not allowed to have more than 25%. So this is the entire plot covered in flowers. What's that? No, this is not vegetable as well. Now, a massive wall of bushes. No fruits, no berries. Just a bush. I believe this belongs to the same guy. Look, we've got a little cave in here. You can hide. This is the borderline. I think he has two plots, and this is the borderline between two plots. Both of them. Now, okay, here he's got finally some pumpkin or courgettes, but surrounded by lilies. Again, one row of beans, and that's all. The rest are dahlias and lilies. Chestnuts, which later will turn into massive trees. Another tree. Nothing here. Weeds. Hostas. Now that does look like a massive oh dear, you can't even get in. because it's a jungle, absolute jungle. It does look like it's been neglected for absolute years. So I don't know what he grows in here and why. What is the purpose to grow it? We are not allowed to grow anything for sale if he propagates all the plants for sale. So if for his own purpose, then again it's against the terms and conditions. This is God knows what. It's also abandoned. Oh, I could hear some noise. It looks like maybe a fox was coming out, rushing. Anyway, that would be the next one. Now this is the back of these two plots. So this is the end. Look at that. This is up to my eyes. Absolutely neglected. This is depressing. This is absolutely frustrating what they are doing. Or doing nothing. I mean, the council. How come? Look at this tree. This is a hawthorn. So why is it here? Look at that. Oh dear. This is another one. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Is this the... Oh, this is crazy. I've heard that we have such problem, but I didn't realize the extent of it. So this is another so-called plot. Look at this. This plot is on the other side. You can't get through. Oh, wow. Well, it used to be someone's plot because it's an old plum tree. I think Damson tree, and this is red currant. Red currant. That is an old cherry tree or something. This is God knows. I think it's just a decorative tree. You can't even get in. Look at that. Look at that. What a pity. This is a plum tree with fruits neglected. This is a quince tree neglected. Oh dear, look at that. This is a pine or conifer tree. Yeah. So it is disgusting. It is disgusting what Richmond Council is doing. Look at that. It's an absolute wall of trees and bushes. Look at that. You can see through it. Wow. Look at this. So one on the other side, I've already videoed. It's over here with yellow grass. One over here. Second over here. In fact, I'm not sure. I think it's 2 plots. I think it's 10 rods in here and 10 rods on the other side. Now, over there, it's that guy with massive polytunnel being neglected. And let's have a look at what is on the other side to the right. Aha, this is the marker. Okay. So on the other side should be a different plot. Oh dear, it's an absolute hazard in here. Okay, not sure what that is. Okay, those are nicely done. That is nicely done. This is how it should look like everywhere. All like this. This is my neighbors. Not direct, but nearby. Nicely done. So you see, in the past people were allowed to have 2 sheds, a few greenhouses, a few sheds. So it's a bit odd that we're not allowed to do that right now. But in any case, they introduced the new regulations and no one is following. Okay, that is the plot nearby. So wooded, absolutely covered in weeds. Shed, very nice. Look at this decking and piece of land with that, God knows, toilet or something. This has not been touched by a barge pole for the last 2.5 years I've been here. This has been allocated recently. To a new tenant, so they are working on it. Again, plenty of building materials. No one is complaining. Plenty of building materials. People are working on it in the process. And what's wrong with it? Okay, they didn't have 15 stumps as I had, so I had building materials plus hills, massive hills and massive holes because I was digging these stumps out. Now this one used to belong to my friends. They moved out, so to Worcester, and gave up their plot. So this is what happened to their greenhouse. When they left, it was nice and neat. They took away all the rubbish. I stored some stuff on it. I also put it in place. So yeah, look at that. Look at this. This bush is a weed and it's actually taller than me. So it's just revolting. It's revolting what they are doing. Look at that. So this is their shed. Someone has been inside it. Yeah, this is what they left. I don't know. Maybe someone slept in it. God knows. They left bits and pieces in it. So over the year, it's all gone moldy. So look at this. It's taller than me, that standing nettle. So all that is getting into neighboring plots. Nice. That was a little very nice pond in there. Now this is my neighbor's plot, David. He likes it and attends it when he has a chance. And this is mine. Cordoned by the council. Look at that. Here I just sown beetroot over there. Now I can get access to it. So behind that nasturtia are carrots. Oh, you can see the carrots over there, and onions, which I need to harvest. Behind the flower bed there is my beautiful cascading strawberry bed, which I started clearing. So it's been cleared at the very top. I need to cut the shoots, but can't do it now. This is my bath with courgettes. My trees are standing there. We are expecting another heat wave, so the plants in pots will die. Look at those apples. Look at those apples. And Nasturtia is getting mad. Yeah. This is revolting. What is happening? Absolutely revolting. So obviously I have no access to it, and it means all the produce will be wasted, and the plants will die. The trees are in pots because I am rejuvenating the soil, and need a plan to install raised beds at the end of this year. So this is my raspberry getting rotten, very large crop of raspberries. I can get hold of my sweet corn, and I don't know if I can fetch any pumpkins. I created an arbor so that they can climb, the shoots of pumpkin can climb on the arbor, so I'm not sure what will happen to it. Now, this is my plot. The trees are on the espalier right now. They are being trained, and that's why I installed the fence, because I was planning to put the trees next to the fence. This is the northern side, which means my trees would not shield my plot. At the same time, I measured the sunshine level, so that whether the fence would shield my neighbor's plot. No, it isn't shielding, but they have absolutely neglected their plot as well. Young couple with 2 children, and they didn't have much support from anyone. I was giving them a lot of advice, what to grow and how, but they got discouraged because the weeds were covering their plot all the time. They basically got fed up. So this is another revolting state in here of the plot. And this is mine with a lot of very expensive pots, quite fancy terracotta. I've started creating beautiful bug hotel. That is my tool shed with all my tools in it, and my shed. As you can see, I put metal roof. I also reclad the shed with reclaimed conservatory windows, which I wasn't going to make such a fancy shed. I was going to create a beautiful double glazed greenhouse, which would have been fantastic. To recycle someone else's conservatory, and to use the greenhouse, which would have lasted me for maybe a couple of decades. Now, the pots and plants, I really worry about if they will sustain the heat, withstand the heat. Very worrying. Very worrying. and I didn't collect the leaves of chicory, which I was going to have for my liver as medicine. So what a pity, it's wasted again. So yeah, that's the situation. Also, I wanted to show a plot behind me. Look at that. Absolutely neglected. The guy who was quite hysterical when he claimed a piece of my land as the entrance to his plot, he had abandoned it. Well, I don't know. Someone said that he asked for a different plot. Fair enough, if he was feeling intimidated by my plot looking very nice and tidy at the end. I don't want to say envy, but some people say that to me, that those who complained about my plot were terribly envy. Anyway, why the council hasn't given this plot to anyone else? It's absolutely revolting. First, we wasted a chance to have an extra year rent, so the taxpayers didn't have enough, didn't have extra revenue, so the council doesn't really use their potential to get rent from the plot holders. The second, someone didn't get a plot from the waiting list, which is 5 years long, and this is the last plot I wanted to show you. This is the plot of a lady behind me. She was saying 1 year she wasn't well, but she's got a husband. She could have hired people to put everything in order like I did. Again, the weeds are taller than myself. Everything is neglected, overgrown. Everything is, and yeah, you can't get through it. Absolutely can't get through. So it's revolting what people are allowed to do or not to do with their plots. So this is it for now.